Alright everyone, so welcome back. Last week, you all continued your trek through the Underdark towards the Kuo-Toa city of Sloobludop. On the way, facing more trials and tribulations, but before you all set out, you uncovered some strangeness that was going on amongst a couple members of your party. One in particular, the drow man, Sereth, had been infected by some sort of mycelium, by some sort of living fungal infection that had taken over part of him and began to influence his mind. After some strange displays by him, you all decided to investigate further into it and were able to purge him of this sickness, and thus also purging him of his friendship with Stool. After some debate whether Stool was responsible for this, you all came to the uneasy conclusion that it did not appear that Stool was directly harming anybody, nor did he have any malice towards his relationship with Sereth. A few things led you to this, namely the color and type of the fungus that you saw not matching anything that Stool has ever been doing, and the way that Stool was talking about ways that this similar fungus was infecting his home back at Neverlight Grove, several different things. Essentially, you found out that Sereth was convicted of murder, a murder that he believes he probably committed. He woke up over the body with a bloody knife, but doesn't remember committing. So, with that all in mind, you all continued your trek towards Sloobludop and came across a rather interesting little cavern in the process. Before resting on your 5th day, you came across the lair of a roper and several piercers, several roper offspring. You were able to fight off this creature, recovering quite a bit of materials from inside of its body, but unfortunately, one of your number, the helpful little Darrow by the name... what was his name again? Boopido? Boopido, yeah.
Boopido.
The helpful little Darrow by the name of Boopido was unfortunately unable to escape the cavern with his life, being nearly split in two by the falling piercer that were hanging out above one of the escape routes, seemingly waiting specifically for things to try and escape the roper so that they could prey upon them. So now, with 2 members of the original group of prisoners gone, the jerk of an orc, Ront, who didn't make it out of even the pens, and now Boopido, you find your numbers reduced once more. So after dealing with all that, recovering what you could from the cavern, making your way further into the Underdark, you all stopped once more for a peaceful evening of rest here in the Underdark, telling tales and singing songs as the night drifted onward. That is where we're going to go ahead and pick up today. So, you all are still in this the relative safety of the cavern that you stopped in for the night. What would you all like to do?
Aranis,
Yes, sir.
are you awake?
I am now.
Sorry to bother you. I've not been sleeping well.
Oh, I suppose that's understandable.
I don't feel like myself down here at all.
I know what you mean. It's weird to know my people are from down here, as I know yours are, but there's something not right about looking up and not seeing the stars.
I agree. You know, I was on my way to Neverwinter to see a friend of a friend.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, a cleric actually. His name was Hengrok, or his name is Hengrok Bulderborn. Anyways, I was on my way, and the caravan I was traveling in got ambushed. That's when I got brought down here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so am I.
Maybe the rest of your party got away.
It's possible. I haven't seen them down here. I was going to see him to discuss something very important to me, actually. Something, I don't know, maybe you'd have an interest in hearing.
Of course.
I was going to go learn a bit more about my people's history, actually. And when I say my people, I don't mean my family, the Iron Chewers. I mean the people with whom I share my appearance. In this world.
So, other dark dwarves.
Yes, exactly. As you probably know, in this world, appearances mean everything, and perhaps a little too much.
Agreed. It's amazing how much appearance can colour someone's opinion without ever having met them.
Exactly. My people, and thus me, we are judged harshly. But few know the true story of the Grey Dwarfs. Would you know anything about it?
I must admit, I've never encountered any of your people before. All I know is the stories that my own people have, and while they're not all negative, not many of them are positive.
Fair enough. I can believe that.
But it's just silly things like, you're evil and murderous and can never trust you. Small things like that. Nothing to be believed, I'm sure.
No, not by me anyways. When
Not
I
that I
was
can talk.
yeah,
Not that I can talk about my people, eh?
yeah, I suppose we're in the same boat that way. When
You
I
were
was
saying?
growing up, when I was growing up, I was good friends with a cleric of Moradin. His name was Abner Darkstorm. Known him since I was a baby. Anyways, the story he tells me is the Grey Dwarves were just like all the other dwarves at some point. Perhaps a little greedier, but otherwise the same. They found themselves in the unfortunate position of having dug too deep and paid for that mistake for thousands of years. While their kin, and even Moradin himself, no disrespect intended, of course, towards Moradin, but they turned their backs on the Grey Dwarfs. I guess you can imagine what happens when a people are abandoned, left in isolation, enslaved with no hope of salvation. It twists their minds, their very souls. And so the Grey Dwarfs have been labelled evil, brutal, and a lost people. And like you even said, murderous.
Yes.
Perhaps your people had a similar path.
Well, I don't know the story that my underdark raised brethren tell, but at one point we all lived in harmony and worshipped the Seldarin, which is the elven pantheon, for lack of a better word. When Loth, the mother of our people, the wife of Corellin, the god of the god of the elves, our father, she grew jealous. She wanted more power. She wanted to be in charge, so she tricked my own goddess, actually, Alestri, into moving against her father. She had no idea, but it was through her own action that he was mortally wounded. He did, when it was revealed that she had no part in it, Corellin banished all of the gods who sided with Loth, and Alestri he was pardoned, but she asked if she could be banished with the rest to give the drow someone to look up to, someone to give them peace, someone to seek sanctuary with. She willingly chose exile for us. And all the
Like a true mother.
yes. And one of the reasons I worship at her altar. I find her story inspiring.
As do
But
I.
all of the elves that followed Loth were banished with her down here. And her wickedness, her evil has corrupted them over the years. All elves started from one, but now, if it wasn't for the ears and their appearance, really, their society is a wicked facsimile of what it once was.
Yes. Yes, our stories are similar, aren't they? But look at us, Aranas. Surely we have proven that we can be different. I mean, I was raised lovingly by the most generous and spirited folk. They could have easily slit my throat at any point. But nay, they saved a Durgar newborn from the murderous hands of her mother and raised me as their own flesh and blood, even though others of their kind disparaged it at first. It took time and action on my part to prove loyalty. Eventually I was accepted by all at Mithril Hall, even the king himself, so I'm told.
That's wonderful.
So I was hoping with the guidance of Abner and the cleric Bolderborn in Neverwinter I was to take an oath upon reaching there. Alas, I don't know whether I'll even reach Neverwinter or see my beloved Mithril Hall again. I would like to profess my oath if you would be kind enough to witness it.
Of course, Sarah. I'm honored that you want me to witness it.
Hold on, here, hold my sword.
Oh yes.
And I need just one more person. Just a minute. Oi, Cillian! Cillian, get up!
Yes. What's going on?
I was wondering if you could honor me with a favor?
Of course. Why not?
I'm about to swear an oath, and I need a witness. And of everyone here, you're most like my kin. A soldier through and through. I can see it in your actions and how you fight. That, and you snore as loud as a dragon farting. Just like my cousins, Beregorn and Dougly. Would you come over and hold my shield for me, next to Aranis?
I'd be honored.
It might be a little heavy for you. I see that little bow that you wield. I'm just kidding ya, Elbow.
Okay.
So she'll hand you her shield with the crudely drawn sort of symbol that she's able to draw her power from. Okay, are you
I will
ready?
try to hold it without showing any exertion whatsoever, even if it's a lie.
Okay, I've never done this before, so here we go. You'd see Sarah get down on one knee, and the soft glow from whatever iridescent mushrooms are sort of reflected off her armor. And you notice her armor's a little shinier than normal. Like she may have actually stayed up all night just getting the gleam, polishing and shining and getting ready for this sort of moment in her life. Okay, Aranis, Cillian, I, Sarah Arinchur, do take this oath of redemption. All can be redeemed, and past wrongs must be set right. And through my example, if I can show even one Durga their way of salvation, that not all hope is lost, and that they are loved, then I have succeeded. If I can prove to others that prejudice should never cloud the lens through which we see people, then I have succeeded. I pledge my fealty not to Moradin or Largar, but to all dwarves, from mountain tops to the depths of hell. And with that, she solemnly clasps her hands in front of her and bow her chin down to her chest and just closes her eyes.
You all hear a faint thunk of steel on stone as Eldeth looks over approvingly and kind of gives a nod. She doesn't say anything, but she has observed, and it's definitely had some sort of impact on her.
That was rather beautiful, Sarah.
Sarah opens one eye. Thanks. I think it's done now. I can get up.
Think so? Unless you need us to say something.
No, I think this this oath sits well with me. I feel at peace. Thank you. Thank you for taking time to listen to my story and witness this for me. I will never forget that, Cillian and Aranas.
Of course.
Cillian, you're trembling. Please, let me take the shield from you.
As I put
Aranas.
it back,
Yeah.
I say,
yeah.
congratulations, Sarah. If needed, my crossbow is always available to help you fulfill this pledge.
Oh, and my sword would always be at the ready for you, my friend. Aranas, my sword, please.
Hand you back your sword. Pommel first. And I'll just say, your words are inspiring. My goddess stands at the side of any who sees to freeze on from shackles of either prejudice, persecution, or just ignorance. I stand with you myself as well.
Thank you. And I honor Alistri as well. And she takes her blade and bangs it once on her shield and puts it back in its sheath. And then goes to sit down and feeling less wary of her environment and heart a little bit lighter. She's very pleased.
Fantastic. So, as our newly sworn redemption paladin finishes her oaths, rest of you doing your best to stay warm and dry in this underdark place. You all can take your long rests. We rolled for it last week, and this long rest will proceed without any major incident. As soon as you are all done, we will proceed with day 6 of your travel to Sloobludop. So Schrodinger, it looks like you could use some HP. Does anybody else need to do anything for the level up before we move on to the travel?
I'm good here with Becker.
Yeah, we're good.
Another thing is
Okay.
26 for level 3. Does that make sense?
Some of the HP, it could be wrong. It very well could be wrong. If your HP seems off, open up your character sheet.
Yeah.
Double check and make sure that the number there matches the number on your token. So 26 for Aranis.
6.
So yeah, it says 26. You're cleric. Level 3 cleric.
True.
Oh yeah, welcome to the low health.
You got Bia and
Gotta
Cillian
walk
up there
the
sitting
point.
on 30. Sarah at 28. Yeah, looks right.
Yeah, I just checked my
mistake.
D&D Beyond sheet. Yeah, cool.
Cool. Well, all right, everyone. Let's go ahead. And so, Shushar, as you're all departing from the safety of this cave system, once again, Shushar would do the thing where he actually tilts his head up and takes a deep breath, and this time he would say, "We're close," before he begins leading you all through the Underdark once more. So, let's go ahead and get those 2 d20 rolls. Let's get one from Schrodinger and one from... Let's get one from Becker, too. Okay. Okay. Schrodinger, could you roll another d20, please?
Sure.
Oh. Schrodinger, that was supposed to be a d20, not a d12.
Oh. Take the 3.
Oh, okay. Alright, Schrodinger. So 3. Okay. Everybody. So, as you're moving through these caverns, one of the caverns out ahead of you is emitting a deep purple glow. It's almost too dark to notice, but especially those of you with dark vision, it would stand out like a sore thumb. Sereth seems to ignore it as he walks by, as do some of the others, but you all do see, as you move closer to this cavern, it's not directly in your way, it's kind of like in an offshoot. You could choose to go through it, it's not necessary to pass through if you choose not to. But you can see as you move past this passageway that there's, in that cavern, the purplish glow that's emitting from it is coming from several chunks of crystal, of quartz, that are embedded in the rock, in the wall. There seems to be several clusters of them deeper into the cavern as well. Those of you that are familiar with the Underdark, and even if any of you aren't, Sereth and Shushar and the others have talked about Phasris before. It's a sort of magic that suffuses sections of the Underdark. It has strange effects, but also empowering effects. The Drow actually use it to power their cities, intentionally building their Drow cities on top of large deposits of Phasris. But you are moving past one such suffused area now. Does anybody investigate it further?
Schrodinger would like to. Kind of glance down or glance over it and show his interest in that area, kind of more focused towards the purple glow.
Okay. So Schrodinger, as you do approach, you notice the light getting brighter and brighter, to the point where I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. Schrodinger, as you approach this raw...
Just gonna use the sessional for that one?
It's not that bad, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
You just find yourself a little bit hard of sight for a while. All you can see is this purple glow as you're moving through. But with the help of your friends, it won't last for too long. And yeah, I would say save your sessional. But you are blinded for the time being, but you can tell that it's going to go away relatively quickly. But yeah, the area is very well lit.
Sure, he's standing there. He's kind of not moving now because he can't really see, but he's gonna have his hand out in front of him. He's moved a little bit closer to the wall until he's able to find it. Just kind of scoot down.
So those of you with magical abilities, especially you, Schrodinger, since you approached, you can tell that this material would have interesting effects on several types of spellcasting, but mainly any sort of divination or transmutation spells would definitely have odd effects when in these areas. But yeah, the Sereth and maybe a couple of the others would be able to tell you that there's pockets of this stuff all over the place. More than usual as well. Okay. Becker, you're going to note
Becker will
the
look up
location?
from his notebook and be like, what do you mean more than usual? It just pops up or what? I mean, it's a rock. Doesn't it just take a while to come out of the ground?
Sereth would kind of nod, and he would look into the chamber, but he wouldn't enter. And he would nod to you, Becker, and he would say, "We encountered some not long ago, in its dormant state, dim, barely more than a purplish quartz. However, lately, in the weeks and months leading up to my arrest, more and more of these inert sections of phasers have been beginning to glow and let off this energy." He nods and says, "It was actually near one of these when I began to have gaps in my memory."
Yeah. Well, that's really interesting. So, like it's awakening, or is it like a normal thing? Does it wax and wane?
Let me make a int check for Sereth here real quick. Okay. So Sereth says that he's unsure what it could mean, but that the strange occurrences in the Underdark began right around the same time when these Phaserous hotspots began to keep popping up.
Becker will nod and just kind of take note of that. I mean, and also when he says that, it was near one of those glowing patches that, his incident happened, Becker will kind of like take a few steps away from the edge of the cavern.
Okay, Schrodinger, your blindness only lasts for 1 minute before it fades away. So even as you're in the chamber, kind of walking around with your arms out, you would slowly regain your vision. Oh, and he's gone.
Well, perfect timing.
Right?
He's blind.
He's still wandering around with his arms out. Okay. Okay. All right. So moving on then. Okay, so Schrodinger is in fact going to collect some. Cool, cool. Okay. Schrodinger, there's several of the crystals laying around on the ground. They maintain their faint purple glow. Any that you take with you, Schrodinger, will emit 10 feet of dim light, and that will last for 3 days. So you have tiny little light sources if you want them.
Nice. Yes, I will take some.
As we're walking down the tunnel, Becker will kind of fall in beside Sarah, and he'll just be looking around and walking next to her, and then he'll kind of like glance at her and kind of cock his head and, you look different this morning.
Do I now?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It looks like you're more complete. I don't know. You look I don't know. Maybe more I don't know, more you. You look I mean, you didn't look bad before, but I mean, you look I don't know, look more confident.
I do. I feel better about myself. The Underdark was starting to get to me. The dark and the foreboding of it all. But I took an oath last night, and I have a purpose in life. And I feel like I can put one foot in front of the other a little more steadily now. I've got to resolve.
Becker will nod and kind of smile and put his hand on her shoulder. Well, yeah, that's good. And he'll pat it and just kind of remove his hand. And we all need a little, resolve. So maybe you can lend some to us.
Oh, anytime you need it, I'm here for you. Here for you all, really, really.
And Becker will nod with a slight smile and just kind of keep walking.
Awesome. So, after leaving the Phase Risk Cavern behind, collecting some of the crystals and taking them, Schrodinger collecting some of them and taking them with him, maybe about 6-7 hours later, Shushar would stop at another fork and kind of look either way, tilt his head back and take in another deep inhalation. Say, he would point down a passageway and say, "You're nearly there." Who has the highest passive perception in the group?
Definitely not Becker.
Mine's 15.
15's pretty fucking high. For a
Becker's
passive.
is 12.
So, Uranus, as a... Nice, good job, Sarah. So as...
Mine's also 15.
15? Okay, so Trazen and Uranus, you would both... As Shushar does his big inhalation of breath, you would actually notice a change in the air quality for the first time. Without even trying, you get the smell of mildew and fish. A lot of fish. Like, maybe a whole city of them.
I think we're here.
Shushar
Hey,
would say... Go ahead.
Becker was going to say something, but Shushar can speak first.
Shushar would just say, "We're not there yet. We must pass the Spring of Welcome before we are officially in my homeland. We are almost there, though. Only about another hour down this passage."
Shushar, you're aquatic, right?
Indeed.
So, is your city underwater?
No, we make our cities on the banks of the Dark Lake.
Huh. And there's going to be no issue with you bringing in, a group like us. I mean, are you guys going to eat us?
No, of course not. My people are gentle folk. Pacifists, the most of us are.
Yeah.
Does he seem like he is he talking normally when he says that? There's no like evil glint in his eye or
You can make an insight check. Okay. So he says that, and you do catch a little tiny bit of hesitation in his voice as he says, "good-hearted people." Things like that.
Okay.
Press.
Pardon?
So you do get that he is a little bit hesitant when he says that. Do you press further or
I
ask
do
him?
I do a little. I'll say, really? We won't be in position?
He says, no, of course not. Of course not. Our
Did you get a lot of... Sorry.
He would go on to say that his people worship a being known as the Deep Mother. And that normally they would be very passive, but there was a strange thing starting to happen as he was leaving. Certain individuals beginning to lash out at one another. He says that he's sure that it was only a few of them. But those of you that are familiar with the Kuo-Toa would know that the Kuo-Toa are generally a peaceful people for the most part. Yeah, the Sea Mother, the goddess of the Kuo-Toa, a few of you might know bits and pieces of this, but generally the Kuo-Toa are a very just self-inclusive, worry about themselves and not really do too much to worry about others. But Shushar does seem that he's a little bit worried, but he does believe that his people are good and that they will welcome you in.
Shushar, how long has it been? I mean, how long were you captive? I mean, how long has it been since you've been back?
I would say that he was captured about a month ago.
Eh. And you said there was some weird stuff happening when you left, huh?
Just that some of the townsfolk, some of the residents of Sloobludop were beginning to act aggressive, which is very odd for them.
Becker will kind of nod, and when he's saying that, and he'll just kind of shoot a glance over at Stool, kind of, kind of putting two to two together that there's two different, settlements around here that are having weird stuff happening. And then Sereth was talking about the crystals popping up and all that kind of stuff. He'll just kind of make note of it.
Yeah, lots of different events like that happening. The spiders back in Velkenvelv, Becker, just before you joined us, a occurrence that was completely normal to the drow suddenly taking a very violent turn. Seems to be a theme.
Who's got? Oh, it's Uranus has the sending stone, correct?
I do.
Okay, Becker will look at Uranus and, hey, you heard a peep out of that stone recently there?
Have I, DM?
When was the last time that you reported in? Yesterday, right?
Oh no, it would have been
I think it was 2
I-
days ago or something.
consciously. It would have been a few days ago. Like I got it
Okay.
when we last encountered the drow.
Ronis, if you did not check in today, what do you do today?
I will put on a true impression of my father's voice, as he is from Minzo Barazan, and say that they see the prisoners seem to be heading towards.
Uranus, as soon as you activate it, it begins to grow hot in your hand.
How hot?
After maybe 4 seconds, it becomes to the point where it might singe your gloves if you're wearing any. If not, then it would begin to burn your hand.
I drop it.
As it drops, it begins to glow and glow and glow until an eye opens right where the sigil mark of the sending magic is marked into the stone. An eye opens in it. Very familiar eye, Uranus. The eyes of Ilvara look at you. And then suddenly, the stone loses its bright red, almost coal-like fire and is just a stone on the ground.
Yeah, is that normal?
You broke my stone. That's just rude.
I think we're gonna have some trouble.
Was that an eye?
Yeah, I think there's a slight chance they may know where we are. And by slight, I think completely.
Any way that we could throw them off quickly? And ambush them?
Yes.
Not at this point.
Yeah,
Shushar
there's
would
that
say, "We will be safe with my people. The drow would not dare enter Sloobludop," is Shushar's claim.
Does he seem confident?
You can make an insight check.
Can I make an insight check too?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I think we've got a real good one.
He
there,
does
but I'll
seem
try
quite
it.
confident, Uranus.
You could get in that 20. He could be a really good liar.
Or
He
he's
could
just
be. You're right.
really confident. You can just be really confident.
Both of us 18.
He seems utterly confident in his words that you will be safe at Sloobludop.
How can they be? You say you're pacifists. And the drow, they don't seem very pacifistic to me. I mean, present company not included, and he'll look at Uranus. But yeah, I mean, that I don't know.
Shushar proudly stands up tall and he says, "They fear our magics."
Your magics.
I look at Sarenth when he says this. What expression is his
He
face
would
making?
look disgusted and angry. He says, "You idiot fish people don't even know what you're conjuring half the time."
Well, maybe that's
Really?
why you're afraid of it, because you just never know what you're gonna find.
Is anybody proficient in history?
Becker is proficient in history.
Go ahead and make a history check, Becker.
Is this drow related history?
It is Underdark related history.
No, I doubt I. No.
Okay, Becker. So with the 14, you have heard bits and pieces of the Kuo-Toa possessing a very strange and unique kind of magic. Being able to create entities based on their own delusions. The 14, that's about all you've got, though.
Oh, interesting. Oh. So, like, create. Wow, that's crazy. All right, I'll have to process that.
I will pick up the stone.
Schrodinger's gonna look rather intrigued at hearing able to create things of their own imagination.
Yeah. That's. Becker's gonna,
Just
process that. If
You know,
he
let's
remembers-
see if we can
remembers
get any
that.
more info out of this. Is anybody proficient in religion?
Yes.
Anybody that's proficient in religion can also make a religion check.
Arcana.
I'll say quick.
I
I'll
don't
quickly-
think Arcana would do it.
What about athletic?
You know, let's just start up in DC on these more obscure skills. So if you want to do Arcana,
I
you can do
will guess-
Arcana.
Sorry. I will bless myself with
Take
electric
a
power.
shot in the dark with that. Thank you.
19,
19.
Uranus. So you an 18. So the two of you together. Okay, cool. We'll go ahead and put those two together and do a kind of a group, a joint investigation of this here. So hearing Shushar's odd words, you all put your noodles together and really start to think about where you've heard about the Kuo-Toa and all these different things. And they manifested a literal goddess into being.
Oh.
And the idea that they could do it again is not exactly out of the possibility. The Kuo-Toa, Plax, you would recognize this right out of 40K. If they believe something hard enough, it can manifest into reality.
That's not good.
It's so good. So, get a million fish people together and convince them all that a goddess with the head of a mackerel and the lower body of a crawfish is all-powerful being that controls the weather of the universe. That could happen.
Also convinced
So yes, when Shushar says that the drow try not to mess with the Kuo-Toa, it's mostly just out of a, not like they're actively dangerous, but they're just so unpredictable that they're best to just be left alone.
I'm surprised
How
I'm not
about-
So
wiped
Sereth
out.
would be able to confirm for you that the drow are very unlikely to enter Sloobludop unless they had no other choice.
It's interesting. Huh. I heard stories once, but this will be interesting to see.
Kuo-Toa are
Agreed, I
wild.
must admit, they are a bit of a wild tale in the religious community.
I've heard of wild magic, but this is too wild.
Well, what do you mean, Uranus? Because, I mean, isn't your goddess alive because of your belief?
My goddess is alive because she is alive. And because of her actions and her benevolence and sacrifice, we pay homage to her. While she may
Okay.
gain something from our belief, she is not alive because of it.
And you don't think she gets something from the belief that you give her?
I just said she did.
Yeah. Well,
But she doesn't get
This
life
seems
from
similar
it.
but different, right?
Perhaps now
Yes,
is
well,
not the...
from your cold, cynical world where you have nothing in the afterlife, I'm sure it does seem like that.
Now. Perhaps now is not the time for religious debate, eh? Let's get ourselves into Sloop Village and get away from that eye thing.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
Shushar
It's
would
just
throw
like,
his
you know,
hands
I'm
up
not-
and say, "Hail Blibludoop!" and then start walking off.
Can I surreptitiously pick up the eye again?
Yeah. Pick it up. It's
You-
cold in your hands. It looks slightly charred.
I want to do it without anyone seeing.
What's that? Okay. Yeah, make a sleight of hand check.
Can I give myself guidance on this?
If you were aware that you were about to do it, then yeah.
Yes. Cool.
Okay. You managed to pick up the stone and conceal it without anyone noticing you.
Perfect. I want to see Veneer.
All right.
So what do you say? Time to move?
Yes, I mean we're burning daylight. I mean,
Becker will just be following. What's his?
Shushar the Awakened.
Shushar, yeah.
we're burning some kind of light. Let's go.
Speaking of
As
light,
they're walking, he'll kind of fall in step with. What are the twins' names again?
Topsy and Turvy.
Topsy and Turvy, and he'll just kind of nod to him and like, so, how long have you been a furry like that?
You kind of look at their hands, which are definitely very hairy for the deep gnomes. And Topsy would say, about 5 years for me. Turvy would say, that would make it 4 years for me.
Interesting. So
We
is
try to
that-
hide
is
it.
that something
Most people
normal?
down here don't really react well to lycanthropy.
Oh, okay. Well, that answers that. Huh. So was it like an accident, or were you looking for it, or I mean, is it genetic? What's going on?
Well, there's tunnels in Blingdenstone that had been blocked off for a very long time, and a few years ago they sent some excavators to uncover it, and it turns out there was a whole community of were-rats living in there, of people that used to live in Blingdenstone. And well, Topsy and Turvy, me and Topsy here were part of a expedition to go and look into it, and well, we stumbled into one of their meetings by accident, and it was a misunderstanding, but we fought and we were bit, and after a while we started to show the signs and everything, and we decided that it'd just be best to leave Blingdenstone rather than face our friends like this.
Well, you shouldn't be ashamed or anything of anything that ever happens to you, because it makes you unique in who you are. But yeah, interesting. Yeah, I've heard stories like that. Like there's were-rats in the sewers beneath big cities, like Neverwinter and stuff like that. But yeah, I've never really known anybody that actually experienced it.
They both nod. So, well, now you have. Maybe we can change people's minds about it. Maybe one day we can actually go home to Blingdenstone and we won't be treated like pariahs.
Well, they don't know what they're missing. You guys seem to be doing okay. Maybe they're just jealous.
All right. All right, everyone. So, moving along through these passages, Shushar's pace begins to quicken. You can tell he's beginning to get excited. You tell that they're beginning to that Shushar is definitely beginning to get excited. And before you see anything, you all begin to hear the gentle rushing of water moving up ahead. And Shushar says, "The spring of welcome! I hear it! Do you hear it?" And he just sprints forward.
Oh no, wait, maybe you shouldn't run ahead.
I think it's too late.
You all hear some splashing, and as you enter into a much wider cavern, you see a large, almost a small river, but a large stream cutting through the center of this cavern. And Shushar is just in the middle of it. He's on his back, swimming around, splashing in it. It is the spring of welcome. I am home. Just come, drink. The water is beautiful as always.
Is it clean?
It's perfectly crystal clear.
Oh, now that looks enticing. Sarah will walk over to the water.
As will I.
As Becker walks over, he'll. Why is it called the Spring of Welcome? Are we supposed to clean ourselves? Is it gonna say something?
He says, no. This is the traditional meeting point when dignitaries and friends of Sloobludop come to visit. This will be the place where we meet them and greet them, enter them into our warm embrace. And as he says that, about a dozen fish people jump from crevices, some splash up out of the water onto rocks nearby, and Shushar looks around and says, "Friends!" And one of them hucks a spear at him.
Oh,
We're gonna go ahead and take our break, everybody, and when we come back, we'll roll initiative.
All right.
Okay.
All right, everyone. So back in 10, a little bit of an early break. All right, so we are back, and you all have successfully made your way to the outskirts of Sloobludop, a place that Shushar had assured you all would greet you with open arms. However, as was suspected by some of you, that doesn't exactly seem to be the case. As you all get to the Spring of Welcome, this beautifully clear and pristine stream that cuts straight through this section of the Underdark, Shushar is bathing himself in it, drinking from the water, and welcoming you all into Sloobludop as a large band of Kuo-Toa suddenly erupt from the walls, from little hiding spaces within the water itself, emerging, jumping out, nets in hand, spears at the ready, and Shushar greets them all warmly as friends just before one throws a spear at his face. So, that is where we are now, and that is where we will go ahead and roll initiative, everyone.
Can't see.
Yeah, it's pretty dark in here. Who has light?
I have
I mean,
light on me.
I would have continued casting light on whoever it was that you did it.
One day I will learn.
Oh, come on.
So who has light
Eva
cast on
needs
them?
it. It's always
it's
me that
dark.
needs it.
Trazen.
why is it dark?
So Trazen basically has a torch in him, right?
Yep.
Okay.
He's just
He seems to be finding it useful. I'll keep casting on him.
All right, there we go. Is that better, everyone?
I don't think my token still has dark vision.
Really? I could have sworn. Oh, it's because I haven't. No, it's because when I made this map and this encounter, you weren't in the game yet. So let me drag you out there.
The NPCs, they act on one turn, or did you want us to roll?
They will all act on their own turn. I roll once for all of them.
Okay.
I usually pick randomly whose initiative I use. But since you asked there, Uranus, you can pick whose initiative they use.
As in of the NPCs or us?
The NPCs.
Yes, Sareth.
Sareth, you got it. So Sareth rolls, gets a 19. So all of the NPCs will act on initiative count 19. And Sareth and Eldeth, I believe, are the only two that are fully claimed as being run by other players. You all know Topsy and Turby are were-rats now. Other than that, Prince Darendil is a Quaggoth. Stool is a big, beefy combat machine, obviously. And
The
Jimjar
Troublemaker.
is a relatively decent roguish type character. So, just as a quick reminder, when we have large groups like this, the Kuo-Toa will all act on the same initiative, and then all special Kuo-Toa will act independently.
Special.
Special, yeah. There's some special guys here.
That seems unfair. None of us are special.
Fantastic. Okay, everybody. So, as Shushar shouts out a greeting, a spear comes flying towards him, and we will begin. Trazen, you are up first.
God damn it. Ah. Okay. Yeah. I'll use my action to Halo of Spores. And then bonus action to Shillelagh.
Awesome.
Yeah, Lily.
That'll be it. That's my turn.
Okay. What is Sereth and Eldeth going to do?
You want to go first, Dara, or me?
You go ahead.
Okay. Zareth will whip out his hand crossbow, and he will fire on that. I was gonna say fuck me.
That guy?
That ugly one, black.
19
Can
certainly
you ping-
hits.
Can you ping it? Which one are you fighting? Oh, that one.
This one.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
I can't see that guy, so that's fantastic because of my vision.
Weird.
Okay, fantastic.
So can it make a con save?
Yep, 3 points of piercing. And a con save.
Just outside my 60-foot radius. That's
Does get a
crazy.
16.
Darn it. But cool. He took 3 damage. He'll be
Fantastic.
dead
So,
any turn now.
lets out some gurgling, strange noises that sound vaguely like undercommon.
Ooh. I speak that.
Fantastic.
So do I.
It does seem vaguely like he says, "For the Deep Father."
Does that sound familiar to me?
Does
With
not.
any? Yeah.
And then now this guy up in the front, he is going to rush forward.
Oh, what about Eldeth? Can
Oh,
she
yep,
go?
sorry, and the rest of the NPCs. You are correct. Sorry about that. It is not just Sereth, so Eldeth gets to act, and then. So yeah, go ahead and. What is Eldeth going to do?
So Eldeth sees that Sereth marked this one, so she's gonna make a longbow attack on that one.
Okay. Can she see it?
Yes. Well, I can see him. Well, she has.
60 feet of dark vision, so he
Oh,
is
no, she
just
can't.
out of visual range of
Oh,
her.
sorry. Okay. So she will instead. Who did Trazen attack? This guy?
Trazen just ran up and activated his Halo of Spores and activated Shillelagh. I don't believe he made an attack.
Oh, he didn't do anything. Okay. Okay. So she will shoot at this one.
Okay.
The first attack was a 10, which does a 10 hit?
It does not.
Okay, so she'll make her second attack.
That's a hit.
It's a crit.
9 points. Fantastic.
On this one.
Okay. Alright. Stool is going to run and hide between Sereth's legs. And Jim Jar is going to also pull a hand crossbow and kind of duck down here near Schrodinger and let out a shot towards this guy here who he can see clearly. Hits. And hits again. 2 hits for Jim Jar as he does 7
Nice.
piercing to this one. Prince Darendil is going to throw his arms back and let loose a roar. And he's going to charge the one that Jim Jar just messed up. Miss and miss, unfortunate for Prince Darendil.
Do NPCs get sessional?
No, but you can give them yours if you want to.
No, well, never.
Alright, Topsy and Turvy are both going to draw hand crossbows and start taking shots. Following the trend, they're going to shoot at the same one that everyone else has been attacking. And hit once for Turvy. and once for Topsy. So 2 hits. For a total of 12 piercing. Okay, so that one drops. And I believe that is everybody. Sarah, you're up. Or
So
did I skip
which one
somebody
dropped?
again? Nope,
Where
it's
was it?
Kuo-Toa next. Jeez. So many people on initiative. The one down here, there was one down here to the south, Becker, that dropped.
Okay, I just see that near Darrendale. Got it.
Okay, so this individual on the far end of the cavern is going to come running forward. And Shushar is going to look towards him, look up from his kneeling position in the water, and say, Sloobludop! Sounds like a name. And he says, friend! And the Kuo-Toa raises a spear like he's about to plunge it down into Shushar. But that is as far as he can get. Sarah, you're up.
Okay, so Sarah will bonus action cast Shield of Faith with her armor aglow. She will intercept, intercept Shushar from getting attacked. And she will strike at this one with her sword.
Okay. Okay, 25 is a hit. Good stuff, good stuff. So for 11 points.
Keep in mind, if you smite, it's also a crit on the smite. That's why it's godlike. You can smite on godlike crit.
No. I hear voices, and I will smite on the crit. I will smite on the crit. 2d8.
Becomes 4d8.
Oh, what happened?
You didn't do it.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez.
So
sorry.
2 more.
Big damage.
2 more d8s.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So, add on another 26 to that. And he is certainly feeling the pain.
37 damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Big.
Paladins are balanced, right?
Paladins are
guys?
balanced.
Woo!
I only have 3 spell slots, though, so.
It doesn't matter. You just fucking killed this man.
Okay.
Didn't
Anything else
do
for
it,
Sarah?
God did.
No, that's it.
Okay, so this one back here is going to rush forward, screaming in Undercommon, blood for the Deep Father, as he rushes at Sereth. And you see him, as he pulls out from behind his back, this strange kind of, almost like a crab claw on the end of a long stick, and he rushes up to Sereth and jams it at Sereth. And as soon as it goes towards him, it starts to close as this creature jabs at him with his pincer staff. And with a 12, it does miss Sereth. So as the pincer staff goes past him and misses, he's going to rush forward and try to bite Sereth on the chest. 14 also misses. Brings us to Cillian.
Okay, Cillian's gonna just move a little bit.
So just to point of reference, Sarah, I should have mentioned this for you earlier. The water is only about 3 feet deep, but that does make it difficult terrain.
Oh,
Okay. And then I'm gonna take a shot at the one directly to the right of Trazen.
Okay. 15 hits.
Hit.
9 piercing. Okay.
Hold on. Okay. And then I'm going to use Distracting Strike.
You get to add it to the damage also. Oh, that's terrible. But saving throw.
Yeah. Alright, so total. Yeah, 10 piercing. I don't think there's a saving throw for that.
Yeah, next attack roll against the target by an attacker other than you has advantage. Advantage.
Yep.
Oh, no. You're right. Awesome.
Okay, and then bonus action, I'm going to take my second shot at the one on the opposite side of Trazen.
Okay. 22 is another hit.
5 damage to him.
Right.
And that's all I'm gonna do for now.
Uranus.
So that's Becca.
Is it? Where's I'm not
That's
seeing.
definitely
It's
Becker.
a Becker, 10.14.
Becker.
I see Uranus at 13.16. Oh, okay. I have 2 Uranuses on my board. Okay, go ahead, Becker.
Why?
My long lost twin.
Yeah, twins.
Yeah, I had 2
Uh,
Uranuses in my initiative counter for some reason.
Becker's gonna look at all this stuff going on and be like, what the hell? I thought you said there was a mother. This father, he seems pretty, angry. And Becker will look around real quick and, oh shit. You guys don't look like you're gonna be very lucky today. And Becker will cast.
Bane. Nice.
I'm gonna cast Bane on. Let's see. That guy. That guy.
3 creatures.
guy.
Wow.
Yeah. And they're all within 30 feet, so I checked. So yeah, the ones that have the graspy claws here that
Okay.
I can see.
Okay.
And as Becker does that, he'll go, shit. Hey, Sarah, you're doing good down there. And Sarah will get inspiration for my bonus action.
What is
And
your
that'll
spell
be my
save
turn.
DC there, Becker?
Becker's spell save DC is, hold on a second.
Charisma saving throw for 3 creatures. Okay.
13.
13. We're gonna put little green dots on them if they fail. Which
Basically, they gotta have a high charisma, right?
one of them
They
does.
gotta have.
Yeah, Becker's got a 17 charisma, so he's got a +3, but it's only 8 + 2 + 3, so it's only 13.
Yeah, you gotta get that one more level, that one more point.
One more point, yeah.
Okay, so the one near the back of the cavern, near the left side of the cavern, Bane has affected him. The other 2 it has not.
Okay, so those ones saved. Bummer.
13 and 19, indeed.
And don't forget, so yeah, that, and Becker's gonna, he's gonna stay where he is. He thinks stay in groups, well, maybe not. Actually, Becker will move right over here where he's kind of like in a little bit of cover, away
Okay.
from this big group over here. So that's the end of Becker's turn.
Okay.
And Sarah has initiative, so don't forget.
Sarah has advantage.
Advantage, not advantage,
Pardon.
inspiration.
Oh, inspiration. That thing.
Oh, she has. Take your turn. Do it again. Kill.
Well, she could have advantage. Which one is the one that was affected by distracting strike? Just so I know.
Distracting strike. I think it was on the right up there.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to know. Thank you.
Now it's Uranus.
Uranus.
I said that right, Uranus.
Oh, I thought you said something. Yeah, sorry.
I did it.
I believe you. I'm sorry. I heard it. I didn't even hear you mispronounce it. I honestly thought you said a completely different name. Okay, Uranus will make his way through the somewhat deep water. He will look at all of these enemies around him, and then he will thrust out his shield as he exclaims, "My." He will say a quick prayer in Undercommon, asking for Elestri to wipe these foes from their path, as he uses Radiance of the Dawn,
Radiance of the
his
Dawn.
channel, his channel divinity.
Such a badass
Which
name
is-
for a thing.
All enemies within 30. So
Everybody.
Yeah.
not everyone,
Who's out of range? Okay, so
Um,
he's out of range.
just this one's out of range.
Okay.
And I think I set up the button properly. That is pitiful damage.
Do they have to save? Con saves?
Yeah, con save, yeah.
I think that's all.
Really bad
Okay.
damage.
Half or none on success.
half damage on a success.
Okay.
I'll keep using it. This can potentially do over 20 damage.
Ooh, one of them goes down. Two of them go down.
Nice. Good job.
The ones with Bane, did they get disadvantage on that? I mean, did they?
Minus
yeah, minus
4.
4.
Kuo-Toa.
It's only
D4.
one, right? Yeah.
This one failed. He had already failed it.
Okay. Aranis will then say another prayer, asking for Alestri to join them in battle, as he uses his bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Nice. Turn.
You can attack something though. With it.
Yes, I can. I was meant to find a token for a Spiritual Weapon. I forgot.
It's there. It's a thing. It's
There.
little blue
That's
sword thing.
perfect.
No.
No, I wanted a sword, so that's perfect. So
I have
right
more options
there-
too, just so you know. I've got that.
Ooh.
That is cute. That is very
And,
cute.
Little cute
and
sword.
I've got
Aranis,
that.
Send.
It's so pudgy.
No, it's fine. No, we're good. There it is. little.
Yeah, that
little-
works. I don't really care. Can you go there?
I have all 3 of those if you wanted if you wanted to use one of them.
Yeah, I thought we looked them up last week.
Yeah.
Okay, where are you putting it? Over
There.
there, got it.
There. So out of the ether will suddenly come into view a gleaming white bastard sword, and it will try to take a slice out of this one. I do have. There we go. That's what it gets advantage, does it?
It does not, unfortunately. The spiritual weapon
Flanking.
does not benefit from flanking.
Darn. That's my turn.
All right, okay. So is that's a 12 to hit?
That was a great turn.
12 to hit?
Yeah, it was a 12 to hit, yeah.
It
I
does
imagine that
hit.
misses. Does it?
It does hit this guy, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so 5 force. All right. Okay.
These guys have a few hit points because that guy's taken like
Yeah,
40 some hit
Sorry.
points. Woo!
the bigger
Ignore
ones
that.
do in fact have some hit points. All right, Schrodinger.
Sure.
Fireball.
Seeing,
Kill us all.
seeing the battle that's commencing in the water, not showing interest in wanting to get into the water. He's gonna turn his attention to the one that's behind Sereth, and Schrodinger's going to open up his spell book and reach out towards the fish person, and you'll hear as Schrodinger's voice he starts speaking somewhat in abyssal, and casts Cause Fear.
Okay.
To succeed, it's a Wisdom save.
Minus a D4, don't forget.
Minus a D4. His wisdom save result
DC is at 13.
His wisdom save result is a 13. Minus a D4.
D4.
Oh.
Minus the
Oh,
D4.
that's guaranteed. That's
A
guaranteed.
fail. That's a fail.
Woo!
He's afraid of me.
Yeah, so
So
Schrodinger, it looks towards you, and you see its strange lidless eyes go wide, and it starts shrieking in Undercommon. It says, "Leave me, Gugun! He's come for me! No!" And he starts howling
And-
wildly.
for what only that Kuo-Toa would be able to see out of Schrodinger is he sees Schrodinger as a pure undead, zombified Schrodinger.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, that's great. I love that. All right.
And that is all.
And that does bring us to the Kuo-Toa, who finally get to act. All right. put Bia on a rear guard for today. All right. Yep. So these two are both going to rush at Prince Darendil, and they are going to begin throwing nets at him. With a 22 and an 18, Prince Darendil is wrapped up in two very large, sticky nets. He takes no damage, but is dragged down to the ground by these nets. He is restrained and prone. He starts howling, and the Kuo-Toa start to drag him away. Can't get too far because they've already used a bunch of their movement, but they start to drag him deeper down into the lake, into the stream.
Does it seem like the water's affecting them at all, or are they
It
just
does
moving
not.
normally? Okay.
They are moving normally in that water. Prince Darendil is howling for help. Now, these three converge on Trazen. And the same thing. Two of them are going to throw nets at him.
The
Trazen.
one to his right needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Got it. Result is a 4.
That is unfortunate because he takes an epic.
1 point of poison damage.
Yep. They feel the pain. Yep. That's it.
Okay, Trazen. That is a 20 followed by a 10 for the nets.
Hey, Trazen, isn't it when they enter and start their turn?
So it is. I must use my reaction to do it, which is what I forgot.
When they enter?
It's the whole ability, and I'm stupid for doing it.
Oh, you can use it only once?
Yeah. Yeah. You thought the class was good, but it's not. Anyway.
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 Trazen, you are restrained. And the third one is going to begin jabbing you with his spear. 16 to hit, Trazen.
That's a miss. I got
All
17
right.
AC.
Brings us finally
Sarah,
to the
help
one
me.
up here. Go ahead.
Come to me, Sarah. I am dying. Help.
Okay, only one of them got you in the net, so you're not prone. Right, so they cannot drag you away just yet.
You would think for a D4 it would be everybody in like the radius, but it's not.
Yeah. Okay. So the guy up here is going to begin shouting out orders. Before approaching Trazen and beginning to try to knock him into submission. He's going to strike you twice with his fists. Trazen has a 23 and a 21 to hit, as you are
Both
restrained and attacks are at advantage against you. Trazen. So as he strikes at you, you can see like almost this sort of staticky buildup on his fists, and he punches down onto you, Trazen. That is, off the first attack, 3 bludgeoning and 5 lightning. Almost like an electric eel. He seems to generate his own electrical field. The second hit is big, Trazen. It is 7 bludgeoning and 6 lightning. You cannot take reactions until the end of the Kuo-Toa's next turn.
The Halo of Spores drops. So 7 and 6, and what was the first one?
So it's a total of 10 bludgeoning. This is from both attacks. 10 bludgeoning and 11 lightning total.
So Sarah will see this energy pummeling down on Trazen, and she would like to rebuke the violent, which is her.
Rebuke the violent.
Oh, man. that's
Yes.
fantastic.
Yup. Oh my God! Do it.
You shall not strike upon him, and she does that.
You can use your channel divinity to rebuke those who use violence. Immediately after an attacker within 30 feet of you deals damage with an attack against a creature other than you, you can use your reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom save. On a failed, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt. Wow. Okay. That's cool. Successful save takes half as much damage. Okay. So what is your save DC? His result is... Wisdom result is an 8. I'm sure it's higher than 8.
Sorry,
Yeah, it's higher than 8. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I just don't know what it is.
Right, 8 is
I think-
base, so...
Well, 8 plus 2 is
12.
the default. Yeah.
12 is my
Nice.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Good job.
Indeed. Okay, so he is going to take back... I'm assuming it's only one of those attacks and not both, right? Yeah.
Does he not do damage?
Immediately after an attack within 30 feet, you'll do this damage with an attack. So it's not for the whole round, it's just for the one attack, but we will use the higher of those two. So that is 7 bludgeoning and 6 lightning he takes back to his face. And he takes it all in radiant.
Oh.
So unfortunately, it doesn't reduce Tracen's damage, but it at least.
No. I
He
play well.
is thusly rebuked.
Okay.
What's weird is I have 21 health on my token, but the. Alright, whatever. I got 20 health. It's fine. Don't. It's fine. That's good. I got 20 HP. It's fine.
Okay.
I took away my temp HP, but it didn't update the token. I don't know why. Whatever.
Okay. Drazen.
I am surrounded here.
And he will bash this guy. No! He will cast Thunder Wave
Ooh.
and hit those 3 to his right.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, great. Okay, so all 3 of them have to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. 13.
And it will be at level 2, so
Ooh.
that is 1. Why am I bad at rolling dice? It's
What are
fine.
you talking about? It's
16.
1 point away from max damage. Oh, okay, the second one's not that great.
Yeah. Okay, 16.
Okay.
Bah.
Half on
just
success.
whoosh. Yep.
Boom. Okay, so the 2 that didn't die... No, the big guy failed. This guy failed.
Then they get pushed 10 feet away from me.
Boom, okay.
Did this guy fail?
Yes, he did, but it did not kill him.
Yeah, he gets pushed 10 feet away. Either way.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, 18 and 20 are the 2 that are still alive. One of them died. Still,
No,
one
he-
of them
he failed-
succeeded and died anyways. The other one succeeded and did not die.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay, that is my action.
Yes,
my
this one
bonus
succeeded
action.
and died anyways. This one succeeded and managed to live. The only one that failed is the big guy.
That's the end of my turn. I
Okay.
have no bonus action.
Sereth. Seeing how frightened the guy is. Oh, nope, Sereth is being controlled by Uranus. So go ahead, Uranus.
Yeah. Sareth will. How many shield swords does he have?
Just the
can't see
one, I
anything
believe,
for it.
unless he would have grabbed 2. Yeah, we'll say just the one. He doesn't have multi attacks.
Fine. I'll give him another one at some point. Well, he's got his. There's an offhand attack.
We just use NPC stat blocks. We don't add anything to him.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, he will maneuver himself so that Stool is giving him.
Stool probably jumping around like Sereth is his friend again. I'm helping.
Stool might be my favorite character. I'm not even kidding.
Stool's great. I was legitimately afraid when there was talk of killing him.
No, we do not kill Stu.
23.
hits.
Nice hit.
6 piercing.
Awesome. Okay.
That is all he can do.
What is Eldeth going to do?
Eldith will point her bow here.
Okay.
$21 to hit.
1 hits.
8.
Fantastic. Down he goes.
She will now turn her eye to where Sarah is and make for that one. 16?
16 is a good hit. Yep.
6.
Alright. Okay. Rest of the NPCs, more crossbow shots. They are going to go with the ones that are closest to them. Topsy and Turvy
Did
shooting
you?
the one that Sarah's fighting. Go ahead.
Did you move Eldith over there, Sarah?
She was always there, I think. I didn't
Oh,
catch.
okay. She took a shot with her bow. Okay, I thought she went over there and attacked. Never mind.
No.
I thought maybe my screen was frozen.
Okay, so Topsy and Turvy get a crit in there for 11 piercing onto this guy. And then Jim Jar, 2 hits onto the one that's trying to drag Prince Darendil away. For 7. And Stool hides behind Sereth.
You were right, by the way, about the Halo spores.
And Shushar continues kneeling down and begging everybody to stop fighting. Okay. Brings us to the guy up here. And Sarah, that he is not concentrating on Seal to Fate. That was misclick. But Sarah, he is going to kneel down in front of you and begin chanting in Undercommon.
What's he saying?
He is beseeching a being known as the Deep Father to come and smite down this puny mortal before him. And Sarah, Uranus, and Trazen. I need all 3 of you to make charisma saving throws as he casts Bane on all of you.
Oh. Okay.
How rude.
I have a D6.
Correct. Yes, you do. And
Where's
you
my
guys have
warden?
sessionals, don't forget.
10.
Unfortunately, the DC is 12.
Christmas save. I'm.
Okay. Sarah, you are baned.
Keep in mind, Uranus, you are just as charismatic as Trazen. Isn't that weird? He farts in your general direction.
I expect
Alright.
nothing less.
That is his turn.
I'm surprised clerics have proficiency in charisma saving throws.
NPCs don't get enough bonus actions. It's all reactions and actions, no bonus actions. Okay. Sarah.
Ah! Get off your knees and fight me like a fish man.
Ah.
Yeah, you tell him, Sarah.
So I have to minus on an
Is it-
attack roll. Okay.
Is it prone?
He did intentionally go prone because he.
Oh,
is
you get
fucking
advantage.
crazy.
Oh, okay. So I have advantage, but I minus a minus a
D4.
Yes.
D4.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
So 16 minus D4.
Is 12.
Oh,
D4.
Go,
Right,
roll,
sorry,
go,
sorry,
roll your 4,
sorry.
yeah. That's a hit.
Oh. 5 slashing.
Sarah, your sword smashes into the side of his head and damn near cuts his head off, but he is still alive. Oh, but his bane goes down off of that.
Woo!
Woo!
So his head is damn near half chopped off his body, Sarah, but he is still alive and cackling.
Okay. And her shield of faith is still up. He just cast Bane. He didn't do any damage, so I'm
Correct.
okay. Okay, that'll be my turn then.
Just to the one over here who is terrified of Schrodinger. Cannot willingly move towards you and has disadvantage if he can see you, right?
Yes.
Frightened.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Schrodinger, he's going to scream in terror and wildly shout out some curses in Undercommon, and he is just going to send a Sacred Flame your way, Schrodinger, at disadvantage. Oh, no disadvantage because it's just a dex save from you.
Dex save coming up.
Dex save. Schrodinger 14 succeeds. You take no damage.
Yeah.
Haha, Claire cantrips.
I don't even know what he yelled at me.
What did he yell at him?
Protect me, deep father.
Yeah, I can't protect you now.
There's no protection against the zombies.
All right, Cillian, you're up.
Excuse me. On your left. On your right. Okay, first shot to the one right next to Trazen.
Nine's not going to do it.
Screw it, sessional.
Nah, 20 does it, and 9 takes 9 points of piercing, takes him down.
Okay. Bonus action. The big guy up to the right of Trazen.
That guy.
Good hit, good hit.
Oh, once you get sharpshooter. Woo.
He's still up.
Yes, he is.
Okay. Action surge.
Action surge.
One more time. Yes, sir.
Good hit for 8.
Woo-hoo!
Pew pew pew. Is he still alive with another 8 damage?
He is.
These guys are beefy. That's all I got.
Okay.
You move away.
No, full movement.
Ah, alright. Oh man, imagine if you had sneak attack. Like if you were partially rogue, it'd be so cool. Oh man. Don't do it. Don't.
Okay.
This is the place for this conversation.
Don't.
Becker, you're up.
All right, so Becker's gonna look around at what's going on and go, oh shit, oh man, I don't, well, actually this isn't looking too bad. And Becker will take a shot with his crossbow at the one dragging Prince Darendil away.
Okay.
I will use my sessional, please.
19 hits.
Seven points, because he's next to Darendil. That counts as a sneak attack, correct?
Does indeed. Alright, so 7 points to the weaker one.
Yeah, the one right next to. There's only one alive next to him, right?
There is one farther to the south of him.
Yeah, I can't see that guy, so
Okay.
yeah. The one I can see, which was that one right there, that died. And also he will go, shit, hey, Aranis, that was a pretty good light show there. You did pretty good. And Aranis will have Bardic Inspiration for his bonus action. And that's what Becker's going to do. He's going to stay right there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Brings us to Aranis.
Uranus will start to chant in Undercommon. Under his breath. As... what was it? 3 rays of white fire spark to life around him as he casts Scorching Ray.
Nice.
And he will aim at this one, and this one. Could they all make dex saves for me?
Could you please point them out again?
Oh, sorry. This one,
Okay.
this one,
Okay.
and this one.
Got it. Dex
And
saves.
don't forget the one with the green dot has a minus to a D4. He is still baned.
Oh wait, it's not dex save. Sorry, it's an attack roll.
Yep, 18 hits.
Yeah.
Which one first?
I guess I did that one.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll them all and then do damage, or
Yep.
damage? Roll damage. Okay.
Roll damage. Yeah, attack roll, damage roll. Okay.
Nice.
Okay,
Whoa,
all
look
3
at you
hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, so much damage.
Oh yeah, big damage. Big damage. Woo!
I thought it was good. I seen high numbers.
Dun.
Got it. Okay.
Smells
Any of
like
them dead?
fish.
Unfortunately, not.
Oh, okay. Then with his bonus action, he will hit. His spiritual weapon will hit this guy. Oh, okay. Where is it? Spiritual weapon.
Nice.
13.
13 hits him.
Yeah. Nice.
Can I add the bardic to rolls to attack to damage rolls? or just
Unfortunately
attack
not, but 7 does take him down.
Yeah.
cool.
Nice.
Nice job. That was a nice round there.
rolls? Right, thank you. My goddess does smile upon me this round. That is all I can do.
Okay.
Actually, I can move the weapon. How far? Is it 30 feet?
20 or 30?
20, I believe, yeah.
20. 20. I think
20.
flying.
Yes, 20. I can't control it, but can it go there, please?
Where? Yep, you got it.
Thank you.
No problem.
That's the end of my turn.
Schrodinger.
Schrodinger's once again going to be. He's going to cast Chill Touch on. As a return to that Kuo-Toa trying to cast a spell on him. You see Schrodinger reach his hand out again and speak out a incantation in Abyssal. 17 to hit.
17 certainly hits.
And as it hits, a spectral hand forms around the Kuo-Toa.
Right.
I always want to see the spell descriptions, but the D&D Beyond doesn't let me do that.
Roll 20 does let you do that.
Oh, because, yeah. Okay, there we go. Perfect, thanks.
Okay. Which one got the chill touch, Schrodinger?
Here.
Got it, okay. Okay. Brings us to the Kuo-Toa, the remaining ones. Not many of them left. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Yeah, alright. Okay. This one is going to rush towards Prince Darendil, and they are abandoning trying to drag him away and just begin savaging him with their spears. So... 19 and 19 both hit. As Prince Darendil takes 6 points of piercing. Brings us to the... those are the only 2 left. Fantastic. That brings us to the monitor up here. Yep. He is going to dive into the water and dash. Use his swimming speed and his dash to just begin swimming upstream as far as he possibly can, and before long he is out of sight. He is 45 feet off map to the north in the water.
I can see. I mean, I've got 120 vision.
He is underwater.
Damn him.
Okay. Trazen, you're up.
Trazen will move down here. He will see that there are 2 monitors. Oh, that's bad. Oh, it's so bad. Are there spells that would... No. He will cast Chill Touch.
Okay.
This guy here. So 4. It's not a crit. Actually, you know what? It is a crit.
You take that crit?
You know
All right.
what? You know what? You see tendrils of like black ichor in the water going down the river. They go up and through this fish boy's face. Out his eyes.
Nice.
He's... If it kills him.
Okay. How much? 9 points?
Yeah.
And which one were you shooting at? 9
Right.
points will
Whatever.
take him down.
Yeah.
We must rescue him, people. Go! Defeat them!
That'll be end train's turn.
Okay. Okay. What is Sereth going to do?
He will sidestep until he's behind him. Gain some useful flanking, thanks to Stall. And then try to drive his short sword through this monitor's back.
Fantastic.
$21.
21 certainly hits.
7 piercing.
7 piercing. Right? He's hurt, but he's still standing.
That is all he's got.
Right. He did. Sarah, you're up.
Sarah,
yeah.
Eldeth.
Other NPCs. Yep. Go ahead and act for
Yeah.
Eldeth, and then we'll have the other NPCs
Okay.
begin to take defensive postures.
Okay, so she'll take aim on this one with her longbow. And she'll do a try again.
It's a good hit.
A critical, nice.
10.
Okay. All right. So let's just launch some crossbow bolts at this guy. Miss. Crit. Hit. Alright, so that monitor is going to go down. And now we only have the one that's fighting against Prince Darendil. And... he finally breaks out of that net. And then slashes that Kuo-Toa across the face. And comes up to meet with the rest of you all.
You know, your mother may be a little peaceful, but it looks like your father's kind of a dick.
Shushar still kneeling in the ground in the water behind Sarah, his face barely poking up at the water. He's like, I don't understand. This is not my people. I don't. And as he says that, you all begin to hear chanting from the north, where that Kuo-Toa disappeared to.
Oh boy. can we do anything, reactions or anything?
Sure. You hear chanting. What do you do?
Becker's going to move up into this alcove.
Becker! Oh, Becker.
All right. So everybody can have one round of actions before whatever is coming gets here. So what does everybody do as you hear the chanting and you hear what sounds like water rushing further? The water level isn't rising, indicating a flood or anything like that, but you hear water coming. You hear something strange. It's almost like water rushing. Cillian, you're closest. Why don't you go ahead and make a perception check?
Which direction does the
It's coming from
chanting
it's coming
sound
from the
like?
north. Cillian, what sounds like water at first, you begin to understand that is actually the sound of wings, and then a splash. Then another sound what sounds like wings rushing. And then you start to get a look at the thing that's coming. The first thing you see is what looks like almost like a manta ray, almost, is the silhouette that you're getting against the light that's being cast by Trazen down into that passageway. And it's not here yet, but you get a image of teeth as something begins flying down the passageway towards you, dropping into the water, rising back up, almost like a dolphin skimming through the water, jumping up and down out of it.
What do you see, Cillian?
Something big with wings and teeth. And then I really think Becker's had the good idea, and I'm gonna go up there too.
It's 40 feet up the cavern at the beginning of initiative. It will get to literally right there, everybody. So,
On hearing Cillian say it's something big with wings and teeth, Schrodinger would like to cast darkness right here in the middle.
okay.
As he casts darkness, you will see the poof of darkness, and Trazen will run up. He will use. You said we get like one action, right?
Yep,
Like
everybody's got one action.
round?
It is 40
Okay.
feet down the cavern currently.
Okay. So he will go into the darkness. He will use his Hail of Spores, and will cast Healing Word on himself.
Okay.
And as he disappears into the darkness, Becker, you can see he was like making some movements with his hands. He goes, fuck. Because Becker was going to healing word you too.
You see Trazen running into the darkness, chanting to himself, getting healed, and poofs of.
Trazen, why are
Poofs
you running
of bad
into the
stuff.
darkness?
He's in darkness. We can't see him.
It's just odd to
It is the
see
best for us
somebody run
all.
into a spell.
And
Schrodinger.
healing word is a sight
reason.
spell too, so I can't do shit.
Yeah, he's casting it as he's running.
Okay.
So, yes, that's what he does. So, okay. Yep, done.
Okay.
Can Cillian hold an attack? To
Yeah,
when he,
absolutely.
comes
So
into
there's darkness
view?
down there now, right? Like you all can't see past it?
Mm-hmm.
It's 20 feet or whatever.
15-foot radius of darkness.
And when he enters, he needs to make a con save.
Okay.
I think it's.
Are you going to put a thing up there so we can know where the darkness is?
Yeah, I'll go and drop that in right now.
I will hold my action to use. Why not? Sacred Flame on it when I see it.
Okay. Is it all the way like
Okay.
back settled into like this?
Let's pull it back.
No,
just
one
a
down.
few. Yeah,
Yeah.
right there.
Okay.
And if this thing comes into range, it needs to make a con saving throw.
Okay.
Has anybody else been hurt? I can't remember in the combat. Did Sarah got hit, right?
Halo spores requires you to see them. It's when a creature you can see.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Okay.
So are you still moving into the darkness, or are you going to?
Oh yeah, he's going in.
Okay, so Becker will not cast a spell.
Trazen, can you see in the darkness?
No.
Okay.
No. He's no.
That's why Schrodinger's worried about him.
Yeah, he's pretty That's a pretty fantastic trait.
Like
I love it.
he doesn't have dark vision, let alone anything to let him see in magical darkness.
Exactly.
It's pretty
And
fantastic.
he just ran into it.
Yeah,
Like
You
he
see
knew.
a halo of bugs and spores just going into the darkness, and he's gone.
Ranish just saw the person he casts light on all the time willingly run into darkness.
And nobody else got hurt, right? Besides Trazen?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, well then.
Well,
Becker
maybe
will-
NPCs. I don't know.
Oh shit.
What's Sarah doing?
Oh, me? I
Mhm.
was waiting
you-
for my turn. Oh,
yeah,
is
you
it my
have
turn?
one.
Yeah, everybody
you
gets
have-
one. Everyone gets one turn's worth of actions right now
Okay.
that they can take.
So, okay, so Sarah sees Becker running up into a cove, Cillian running. Trazen runs into a black cloud. So she's just gonna get out of the water. So she'll go 10. That's difficult terrain.
Okay.
30 and just kind of hang out there.
Not wanting Sarah to be by herself on that side of the river, Aranis will use his action to dash.
Okay. That does bring us up to the top of the initiative.
Could the spiritual weapon move to there?
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Darkness beyond, you can hear the sound of something splashing into water and rising up out of it continuously as it approaches. Trazen, what do you do?
I've ready my action to attack it.
What's the trigger?
If anything gets within 5 feet of me.
Okay. So if you attack it within the darkness, you will have disadvantage on it.
Yep.
Okay. The NPCs, I'm just going to go ahead and say that the NPCs are going to begin moving around and getting themselves into ready positions. Crossbows and whatnot aimed at the entrance to that thing. Prince Darendil getting up, moving over here. Shushar moving to him. Eldeth would also have crossed. Okay, Sarah, what do you do? The sounds of the splashing get closer, and now you begin to hear the strange chittering noise being accompanied by it.
She will ready her sword. If anything comes within reach, she will attack.
Okay. Cillian, what are you doing? You also begin to hear it getting closer and closer.
I'm just holding a crossbow attack until I can see it.
Okay, Becker?
Becker will move right here so he's not right next to Cillian, so he can still see past him. As he sees Cillian load his crossbow, he'll load his and kind of nod at him and ready in action. If he sees something come out of the darkness that's not Trazen, I'm going to shoot it.
Okay.
Oh, and also Becker will yell down the hallway, "Hey, Bia, you okay down there?" That's perfect.
Perfect.
We need to move.
Be real noisy.
Too loud.
Okay. Ranis?
Aranis will take he'll move 2 steps up. He'll move the spiritual weapon to there. You know.
Okay.
Could you move it to the left and up? Thank you. And then he'll hold guiding bolt for when he sees it.
Okay. Schrodinger.
Schrodinger's going to he's going to ready chill touch for when it attempts to emerge out of the darkness.
Okay.
You'll also see Schrodinger's hand is turned, or his hand not holding his spellbook, kind of phased more and looking like a skeleton cat hand.
Okay. Alright, everybody. So, Trazen, something moves past you in the dark.
Can I attack it?
Yeah. That's the trigger, right? When something moves past you?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, go and roll an attack at disadvantage.
Nice.
21.
Yeah.
It's only 2. How is it 2?
Better than nothing.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
It should be a
But it is
D8
a club.
Yeah, D8 for your shillelagh, plus you get a D6 for your symbiotic, right?
You gotta see it.
He does not see it.
I don't see it.
With your symbiotic entity, don't you get a D6 to any attack roll you make? Right there at the bottom, your melee weapon attacks deal an extra D6 necrotic damage.
No, okay. I thought I had to see it. Oh!
much?
8.
8, you got it.
That's the whole reason I thought you were doing shillelagh, so you could just up that damage.
Alright, so that is your reaction, Trazen. That is not your turn yet. This is taking place during your reaction. Now, you all see a large creature come bursting out from the darkness. And Cillian, where once was only one of them, you see 4 of them all burst out of that darkness in unison, flying together. However, they shift and change and ripple in strange ways. They move in exact unison, almost like synchronized, almost like their movements are completely synchronized. They move together. Those of you that are spellcasters would recognize this as a magical effect that is duplicating this creature.
Damn it.
All of those held actions go off, everybody.
Starting with
So we'll go in initiative order. So Trazen, your held action was to strike it. You've already done that. All of the NPCs' held actions will go off. So Eldith and Sereth, go ahead and take your shots.
I think Trazen's asking a question about whether it was a ready to action or a reaction.
That was your ready to action, Trazen. Your attack that
Okay.
you just made as they move past you, that was your ready to action.
Then this one over here will take Halo Spores
Okay.
as my reaction.
You don't get to choose which one of them you get that gets hit. There's technically you see 4, but it's more of like a duplicate effect. All right.
Wait.
Okay.
That's the wrong one.
okay, and crossbow.
So
I can use my reaction to hit one of them for 1d4.
okay, roll a d4 for me, please.
It's because of the spell, the mirror image, right?
Yep.
God damn it! Die!
Okay.
Die, you stupid bats!
So this one is struck by the symbiotic entity and vanishes.
Wait, what?
Well,
Tip.
good job. Mirror
Yeah.
image. Yeah.
Oh. Correct. Noob.
Right.
Really?
Okay, so let's get the attacks from Trazen. From Sereth. Hand crossbow 6 does not hit.
Did Sareth get Seshtal?
Only if one of you wants to give it to him.
No. It's...
All right, Eldeth.
Eldeth will shoot at this one.
Okay. Roll
12.
a d3, please.
Okay. Oh, how do I do that?
You know what? 12 does not hit, so it's unimportant.
Okay.
Doesn't matter right now.
So she will shoot again, the same one.
Okay. 21 hits. Roll a d3, so it would be /r space 1d3.
/r space 1d3.
Okay. You strike something solid. You see one of the 3 images shift and all of them in unison twist up onto each other and let loose a howl as you hit the actual creature.
Oh, okay. So it's this one here. Okay.
It's one of them randomly.
Oh, okay. I don't know which
Right.
one.
You don't know which
Okay.
one it is.
Oh.
Yeah,
Do I
that
do
spell
damage on
sucks.
the hit?
Yep.
Or
That you do.
okay.
Trazen
Right.
didn't have to do that because if he can't see what he's swinging at, he automatically
Yeah.
senses which one to swing at properly.
Oh, really? Oh, because interesting. Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay. Now let's get all these crossbows off. This is almost certainly going to eliminate his other mirrored images, but
So she got 9 piercing. She hit this one?
she hit the real
Or-
one. You don't know exactly
she
which one
hit
is the real one,
Oh,
but you
I
did
see.
hit the real
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Yeah, one didn't vanish. You just see them all kind of in unison go, eh.
Right, exactly. Okay, I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hand crossbow bolts going off at this thing right now. So, hit, miss, hit, 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 hit. Okay. First one hits a duplicate. Second one hits the real thing. 1 duplicate down. Hits the real thing. 3. Hits the real thing. Takes 7. Hits the real thing. Okay. Okay, that
I
is
could
all the
just see-
NPCs. Good.
Oh, I could just see Cillian and Becker seeing all these crossbow bolts going flying as they're loading their crossbows, going, shit, shit!
All right. Were there any other held actions that we missed? Cillian?
Schrodinger has a spell.
Yes.
Okay.
And Iranis has a spell.
Okay, everybody that has held actions left, go ahead and you set him off. That was all the NPCs. Oh, no, I'm sorry, I said we're going in order. So, Sarah, your held action would be the next one to go off. Like, hectic.
So it was if someone was within reach, I would hit. but
Okay, got it.
He disappeared. Yeah.
So, Cillian, yours held action would go off next. 13 does not hit.
Bummer.
Schrodinger, 10 does not hit.
I'm going to use the sessional for the 24.
Yeah, you skipped Becker, though.
Yep, go ahead, Becker.
Can you use Can Schrodinger use the sessional to get the 24 for the attack?
Absolutely, roll damage. Actually, first roll a D1, roll a D2 for me, 50-50. You hit the real thing on a 2, you hit an illusion on 1. Hit the illusion. Goes down.
Becker misses.
Okay. No
I can't
damage,
put them
Schrodinger,
on.
but you have eliminated an illusion.
Eliminated all the illusions. Unless this one's an illusion.
Okay. Okay. Becker, yours was a miss, and that does bring us down to Iranis, your held action.
Lightning bolt.
Go for it. Only one of them left now.
Don't get advantage. Oh wait, I got bardic inspiration. Does that still apply?
I don't think, yeah, we're still in the same combat, so it's only been 6 seconds since the last Kuo-Toa died.
So that's 1 hour.
10.
Last 1 hour.
Oh,
Oh, good. Oh, that's it. That's to hit. Okay.
And then go. 15.
Jeez. Okay. Good hit. Good hit.
So a nice ball of ray of white moonlight will strike out and hit the thing.
Fantastic.
1 second. You can add that D6 to damage because Becker has that.
Nice.
yeah. If you're a lore bard,
I want that. Yeah, I wondered.
That's a actually a level 2 bard like
It's an optional rule, right?
You deal 20. So 5 more.
Okay. That was Schrodinger's held action. Okay, so that does... Now we are finally into its actual turn. All of the held actions have gone off. It's its turn now. Jeez. Okay, that was a lot of held actions. All right. Who's the last one that hit it? That looks a lot like Uranus was the last one to hit it. It is going to turn towards you, Uranus, and let loose a wail as it dives down and swoops right at you, Uranus.
Uranus will use his reaction to cast Warding Flare. So as it comes towards him, light will just balloon out from Uranus and impose disadvantage on the attack.
Okay. Fantastic. You see it shriek back and kind of recoil violently from your warding flare. You see its pupils contract almost entirely. Okay, so it has disadvantage on its first attack against you, right?
Yes. I think the first attack.
Oh no, Uranus, it's 2 24s. 24 to hit.
Doesn't
Can
seem fair, but
it be
okay.
blinded? It's
Can
a
it
bat,
be-
right?
What?
Like it says if it can't be blinded.
It can
So
be blinded
bat.
for sure.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
got
know
eyes, yeah.
bats.
Okay, so turning the successful attack roll into a reroll with silvery barbs. Okay. Is it just the next attack, or is it all attacks until... or warding flare? Eventually attack roll.
But you did warding flare though. Is that 2 reactions?
Warding Flares. No,
Becker
I
doing
think
silvery
No,
barbs.
the silvery
silvery
barbs is
barbs.
from Becker.
Oh, Becker, get him! Nice.
Okay.
Becker goes, wait, no, don't, you can't do that. And he'll cast that, so.
Okay, the next roll is a 16 and an 18. So 16.
16 misses,
Yeah, alright. Okay.
but the 20 hits though.
What was 20? It was 2 24s off the first one, but that got silvery barbs.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
So,
Yeah,
and then
so-
it was 16 and 18 on the second roll, but that was a disadvantage, so it's 16.
Cool.
And now comes tail attack. And that is an 18.
Yeah, that does hit.
Okay, 6 slashing.
Okay, 6 slashing.
Okay.
Hey,
Trazen.
Trazen. Don't forget your attack roll has advantage for guiding bolt.
Thank you. 5, 10, or 10, 20, 30. Difficult terrain.
Alright. Trazen will give him a big bonk on the back.
Big ol' bonk.
I don't... Can we get rid of... Okay.
Nice, 20.
That's a D6.
Okay.
Nice.
12.
Good stuff, good stuff.
You look towards Uranus and cast Healing Word as you see a large halo of spores. Yet they are hornets. Begin to poke at my boy. Uranus,
Uranus resist. I mean,
the hornets are coming for you.
yes, saving throw.
Nope, there's only hornets.
Nope,
Hornet
only hornets.
Uranus smacks them.
Nope,
Oh,
you get healed
no.
for 7 as these tiny boys just poke, 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 poke. 7 boys poke you. Zip zop. You know what I'm saying?
But it feels nice. It's
It feels
regenerative.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels
No.
good.
No.
It numbs the pain of the previous
Looks terrible,
assault.
but it feels so good.
Yeah.
Yellow jackets come for you. All right.
Too funny. I'm deadly allergic to hornets.
Oof.
Well,
Like-
Aranis is.
Okay.
Don't look scared, Uranus. Feel the sting of healing. Feel the sting of life. Feel the sting of joy. Yes. Accept it.
Sereth. So NPCs. Sereth and Eldeth first.
Zareth will use his hand crossbow and just shum. 15
Okay, 15 hits.
for piercing, and can it make a con save?
Absolutely.
Can it please fail?
It cannot. Unfortunately.
Can I ask one thing? That's cool. 4's good.
Yeah, it does get a 14 on that.
That's so close.
Okay, Eldeth.
Okay, longbow.
19
19
hits.
to hit. 6.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Good hit.
10.
Right. Okay. Other NPCs are just gonna loose all those crossbow bolts again. Hit. Miss.
Let's hope their aim is true. There's a
Right.
lot of friendly fire potential here.
Okay, there is 4 hits. Dealing a grand total of
4.
only 10 damage, unfortunately. That is all the NPCs, brings us to Sarah.
Okay, Sarah will move forward. And she will move to here. Will she be flanking from that position
Yes.
with Trazen? Oh, okay. Come at me, you flea-infested flying carpet.
It slowly turns very intelligent eyes towards you, Sarah, and lets out a low growl.
Watch my blade
13 does not hit.
and continue to watch it. But come at me if you dare. And that will be her turn.
Okay, Cillian.
Okay. Is this ledge gonna cause like 10 feet of movement or just
We'll just call it difficult terrain.
okay? 5, 10, 15. Pew pew.
Pew pew. 10 does not do it.
More pew pew.
16 does it for 5. Okay.
Hold on. I'm also gonna do distracting strike again.
Okay.
Eventually, if this works.
All good. Wow, good roll. Okay.
Alright, so yeah, 10 damage total. Next attack has advantage.
Disadvantage.
Distracting
On
strike.
anybody but you.
Next one of you guys to attack it gets advantage.
Oh! Oh, it's not goading attack. Disarming attack.
Distracting strike.
Meant that
There it
one.
is. Okay. Becker.
Becker will raise his crossbow and take a shot.
14 just hits. Yep.
And with sneak attack, that's 11.
All right.
And how is Trazen looking? Is he looking like he's a little better after he casts a spell on him, or is he looking still kind of a little wilty, or what?
He's thick.
He's thick.
We'll
I mean,
see.
you could heal him, but it'd be for 3.
All right, Becker's just. I mean, if he looks like he's doing okay, Becker's not gonna heal him. So,
You can't even see
Becker.
him through the halo of wasps.
oh yeah, the wasps. All right, yeah, that'll be Becker's turn. He'll be like, "Hey guys, you're doing good, doing good."
Nice. All right, Aranis.
Aranis will unsheathe his rapier and try to stab this thing through its eye. Eye? Or was that its mouth? No, he'll try to stab it through. Ooh, God. That's worse than it was before. He'll try to stab it through the eye.
Okay.
It's abs. Six pack.
14 hits.
You.
Okay.
And then, with his bonus action, he will have the spiritual weapon mega attack.
7 does not hit.
That's a shame.
All right, Schrodinger.
Schrodinger's going to cast Magic Missile.
Nice.
Yes! Yes! Guaranteed damage! Oh, it's dead! It's so dead.
All right, so for
It-
9 points. All right, this thing is beginning to look rough. It is shrieking, whipping itself around. Anything else from Schrodinger?
No, y'all.
Okay. It is now going to take
Hey,
Sarah's advice.
Wait.
Oh, yeah,
Halo-
Schrodinger is
Halo-
going
Ha-
to
Halo's
stop
Force, got
focusing
it.
on the darkness.
Okay, no more darkness.
Halo's
Con
Wars,
save
con-
result is a 14 for the Halo Spores.
I will look at Trace. It's 15, so
14.
1d4
Nice, okay.
plus 1d6. Seven.
All right. Okay. It is going to go after Sarah for insulting it so rudely. Sarah, that's an 18 to hit with the tail.
She's able to duck out of the way.
Damn.
Followed by, a crit with the bite.
Oh.
Silvery barbs.
Silvery
Becro
barbs
casts
on the
his last
crit.
spell.
Good stuff. It is another crit. Does he have disadvantage for anything?
Not that I know of. I mean, it's just, yeah. Damn it.
Oh, okay.
That's Becker's last spell.
All right, Sarah, you do take 16 points of piercing, and it envelops you with those giant leathery wings. It wraps you up, and all you can see inside of there is the red glowing eyes of this thing as it stares at you, as it has you wrapped up in a cocoon.
Always you.
It's always you.
Getting closer, I see. Excellent.
Trazen, you can
Awesome.
take an attack of opportunity with a movement.
Trazen, it technically doesn't move as much as it just like envelops her. So if you want to, like, we'll go ahead and do that then.
Oh, yeah.
It technically doesn't have to move. I just did it so it looks cooler. But
Fair enough. I was just saying.
I can't believe it got a
'Kay.
20. Son of a bitch.
My other spell slot will be to cast Flame Blade, and he will bonk with a flaming club.
roll attack.
I think with advantage because of.
Yeah, because of Cillian's distracting strike. So the next attack against it had advantage. 23 hits.
So it is another. Shit. What is it? Come to me. Knowledge.
D6?
Is it 2d6? 3d6. Sorry.
So 10 total.
And then another d4, d6 because of Halo of Spores.
Well, your symbiotic thing, right? Your
Yeah.
symbiotic.
So what is that?
So
14.
12, 14.
It takes 7. Sarah takes 7.
Damn it!
Oh, I can't heal you because I was.
Oh,
Actually, I'm so sorry.
Trazen! The hornets are around me! Swat.
Except
Sarah's
the love.
Do you smell something burning?
That is the end
Okay.
of the Fury of Trazen.
What is Sereth and Eldeth going to do?
Did they know what just happened?
So I feel like it's safe to say that you all would have just seen Trazen bonk this thing, and then you would have seen the creature react, and then heard Sarah go "ow" or something like that.
Does Sareth recognize this creature?
Yeah, it is an Underdark creature, so Sereth would recognize it.
Does he have any advice on how we fix this situation? That he'd be willing to share?
He would probably just shout, "Kill it." And honestly, Sereth would probably just take a crossbow shot at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
He shall do so.
I don't think he would give a flying fuck.
Crit!
Oh no!
Sorry.
So 10 points. It takes
And a
5,
con save.
Sarah takes 5. They both need to make Constitution saving throws against the poison.
God.
But didn't he just hear me yell out?
Yes,
He doesn't care.
Sareth
he
did in
doesn't
fact
give a
hear
shit.
that
Well,
and
he's
did
fucking
not
dead
give a
then.
shit.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
still working on
New
deprogramming him.
information. New information. Okay,
I
so
mean,
I'm down.
Is anyone
I'm down.
off of 5?
I'm down off of 5.
Okay. Oof.
Does the creature pass the con save?
Oh, yeah, let me see. Constitution saving throw result is an 11, so it does fail. It is poisoned. It is not unconscious.
Okay.
That has to fail by 5 or
Damn
more to
it.
go unconscious.
I wonder if I heal the creature, it heals Sarah.
Okay,
it is
so
poison.
Eldeth's turn.
Yes.
Okay, Eldeth sees this go down. Shoots Sereth a very dirty look across the bank.
Yeah, definitely. Sareth would just shrug.
She'd come up here. And is she able to attempt to
Get that
grasp?
thing off of her. Let me check.
Yeah, or grab Sarah away from whatever it is.
Let me see. Target is large or smaller. The cloaker attaches to it. Cloaker has advantage against the target. Attaches to the target's head, and the target is blinded and unable to breathe. Oh. While attached, the cloaker can make this attack only against the target. Cloaker can detach itself. A creature, including the target, can take its action to detach the cloaker by succeeding on a DC 16 strength check. So,
Okay, she'll try.
all right, DC 16.
Anyway. Oh my god.
Anybody have a no, sessional one?
No,
because
can't.
that was a one.
Unfortunately.
Okay. That's all she can do.
Okay, Sarah, let's get that con save. I mean, that death save.
Okay.
Come on, nat 20. You got this.
All right. You're not dying.
Good.
Yeah, that's
You're
good.
not dying.
Yay!
Cillian shoots it with his crossbows.
Just unload
So
it.
Sarah said, but Eldeth will say, "For the love of Moradin, stop hitting it." She's tugging on Sarah's arm.
Oh no. Okay, Cillian, you are up.
1 second, sorry. My tabletop just crashed.
Cillian, your volume went way down.
Sorry, I have a little bit of technical
Okay,
difficulties
it's a
here.
little better.
I still have my sessional, so I would attend. So we've got a chance.
Well, I can't see anything, and I can't use roll 20 at the moment, so just come back to me, I guess.
Okay. So you can't shoot at the creature without literally killing Sarah. So you're really the only thing that you could do is move closer to it, unless yeah, we'll just go ahead and come back to you when you get back in. That's fine. Becker, what's up? What do you want to do?
Becker's gonna go, "Oh, Sarah!" And, "You son of a bitch, drop her!" And he will cast
Vicious Mockery.
So
Okay.
make a wisdom save, please.
It does fail.
Okay, so 3 psychic, no sneak attack, I don't think,
Okay.
just because the button's clicked. 3 psychic, and it's already got disadvantage anyway, right? Because didn't somebody hit it with something that gave it disadvantage? Oh, the poison. It's poison, so it does have disadvantage on attacks anyway.
Yes.
Did Sarah take the psychic damage?
She does not.
No, psychic damage is psychic. It's not an-
Non-transferable.
It's melee attack, right?
The wording of the creature makes it seem like she should, but it doesn't make sense to me, so it won't happen.
I should have asked that. That's what I was thinking.
No. I would have warned you. I would have warned you ahead of time. You're good.
Well, because yeah, Becker's. It says it's words that Becker says, so I don't think words are gonna hurt Sarah. So
Yeah, we won't have any attacks like that transfer. It only if the creature takes some sort of physical damage. So psychic damage. I feel like psychic's probably the only thing that wouldn't go through. But yeah.
All right. So yeah, it's that's
Back
the end
to
of
Cillian.
Becker's. Well, actually, Becker will move 1, 2, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Becker will move there at the edge of the water just in case he can maybe help get it out next turn.
Okay. Cillian.
Yeah, I'm good now. I have a question.
Yep.
Can I make an attack without like lethal intent to not do damage? Basically, can I try doing disarming strike to have him drop her, but don't do any damage? Like shoot it in a way to make it drop her?
I will say yes, but its AC is going to go up. We're basically going to give it 3/4 cover, so its AC will go up by 5. That means that if you hit,
Okay.
yeah, we might. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen if you hit, but we will say that Sarah won't take the damage if you hit.
All right. First attack.
No luck.
Second attack. Oh my god.
Uranus has his sessional he can give you if he wants to.
We don't.
Yeah, and I would say that even if it did hit, I would say that the creature would be able to make a con save against holding on to Sarah. So there's still a possibility that it won't let go of her.
So wait. So those miss, right?
Yes, they do miss.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay, Uranus.
Ranus will try to pull the creature off.
Okay. DC 16
That's-
athletics.
Athletics or strength?
Just strength in
That's the thing,
general.
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
This is not something I'm good at. Guidances and actions, I can't use that. Damn it. Okay. I'll use sessional to reroll.
Ah! So this is why we always want to why we try to have it roll both, because you do not waste your inspiration there, Uranus. We don't want to put anybody in a situation where they waste their inspiration. It's always a choice. So basically, you get to see both of those and then choose if you want to use your inspiration or not. So you still have it, but Sarah is still in there.
Okay, that was my
Action.
action.
Do you want to hit it?
I don't want to hit it. I want to kill Sarah.
I'm sorry,
I
Sarah.
will.
I'm just sitting here just like making jokes about your character's life. I'm sorry.
I will cast. Let's see if this works. Wait, can I see Sarah at all?
I would say,
Like-
Eldeth was yanking on her hand, so yes, you can see her hand.
So I can see her hand. Can I touch her hand?
Sure.
I cast Cure Wounds on her.
Hell yeah. Now I don't feel bad about biting her in the face.
Wait, no, wait. Cure Wounds isn't a bonus action.
It is not. Healing Word is a bonus
I
action.
cast Healing Word on
Okay.
her then. 6.
You get 6 HP, Sarah.
She
You
gasped
come
for
in
air.
Enveloped,
Oh,
which is nightmare fuel.
God, right? Oh no, that is nightmare fuel.
Oh, you come back and you still can't breathe. Oh my god.
oh God. Yeah, this happened to me the last campaign, I think, when I was stuck in the crystal.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right.
It's
Well
always
done, Uranus.
Madness. Getting trapped.
Sarah, you won't die.
No, you won't.
You
Schrodinger.
get stung in the butt for heals.
It's fucking wasps.
Everyone seems very, very panicky over there. So, All right, Schrodinger's going to reach into his pouch, pull out one of the newly caught crickets, open up his spell book, and just smear it into one of the pages. And as he pulls his hand away, he looks over towards this mantis thing, and he just. I can't really explain what else, but he kind of looks over at the mantis and casts sleep.
Good thinking.
Oh my god,
Ah.
sleep? What?
Sorry, Sarah.
Fantastic.
I'm pretty sure it's anything in that radius, and I don't know if Sarah is going to get affected by this.
That's okay. Sleep is fine.
Yeah, so it has
Yeah,
18 hit points left. So 23 does not get unconscious.
And Sarah too, I guess.
It flops, so it had only 5 HP, Sarah. So you actually managed to stay awake by 1 HP, it looks like.
Cool. Okay, so
Oh,
I'm done.
nice.
All right.
But
So
you're still awake.
Sarah, this
It
thing
wasn't enough to
is
knock you out.
you regain consciousness to this thing's jaw opening up and about to close over your face when suddenly its jaw, as it's opening, begins to extend wider into a yawn,
Oh.
and then it just falls off of you.
That was close.
Schrodinger's going to give a thumbs up from across the river. Are you
Thank
good?
you. Thank you. Thank you, Schrodinger. Fast thinking. Now turn yourself around and attack that drow.
Maybe later.
Sarah's like,
Okay, fine.
I didn't know it was gonna hurt you. How was I supposed to know?
I call bullshit, Dark Elf.
Or whatever you like, Dark Dwarf.
Sarah, remember your pledge.
Yeah.
Right.
That didn't take long.
So, what's that called? I had to take a different oath now, I think.
Vengeance.
Oathbreaker?
Shift hard left into Vengeance Paladin.
Figure now.
Raisin, sting this big boy.
You see a large swarm of wasps coming from the stalactites and stalagmites around in these newly formed sort of like husks, like nests, and they will attempt to sting it. Con save.
Gotta make a con save.
Hail of spores.
Okay.
Hail of hornets.
Doesn't dealing any damage to it instantly wake it up?
Yeah, it definitely will. But it's on the start.
Wait, did we free
Yeah, Sarah's out.
Sarah from it? Oh, thank God.
Sarah's out.
Can it make? Oh, it automatically fails.
Yeah, automatically
strength
fails.
And dexterity.
So it does get to make its con save.
Con.
It's still poisoned.
It does fail.
Okay, so it takes 1d6 plus 1d4 as they sting. 4 damage.
Okay.
So it wakes up as things are stinging it in the face.
Wakes up on its turn, though.
No, because
Yeah,
that would have
at
been Trazen's turn right there. Or
No,
did
but
that
it
happen
started
during its turn?
At the start of its turn, it takes Hail of Spores damage. And the Hail of Spores is 1d6 extra because I got
Okay,
my-
and confirming
my-
that any
yeah.
damage does wake it. Yep, or someone uses. Yep, so it does wake up. Okay. I'm trying to imagine a world where it doesn't wake up and immediately try to murder Sarah again.
It could try to
I mean, he's intelligent. I'm pretty
he's
sure
smart.
he knows you made him go to sleep.
Yeah, but it's at the end of his turn. It takes the damage, right? So it.
Start its
It
turn
won't
with
have a-
Halo Spores.
Hail of Spores at the start.
Ah, damn Halo. Well, it is what it is.
Well, shit. Okay. Random it is. It's panicked. It wakes up. It doesn't know who to attack. It is going to roll a d4 starting clockwise with Trazen. Is anyone else getting server errors?
Nope.
I'm getting a few. My screen is glitching out.
Okay. It goes after Eldeth. 24 to hit Eldeth. It envelops Eldeth.
Ooh. Oh god. It's fine. She's hearty. She can take it.
She takes 10 piercing
Sorry,
and
if you
is
get back
enveloped.
around. Once we get back around to Schrodinger, you can just put it back to sleep.
All right. I thought we were done. We are not. Trazen, you're up. I was just fully
Trazen.
expecting everyone to just like surround it and start stabbing the shit out of it.
Kinda.
That kind of happened if you count everyone as being a bunch of hornets.
18
18 hits.
plus 1d6 from the
Now-
Halo Sport.
Would Trazen do that knowing it's going to affect Eldeth?
Oh, he definitely doesn't give a shit.
Okay.
Why? What? Wait,
Good to
I-
remember.
what?
Oh, yeah,
I'm trying
'cause
to roll the
everything-
dice. There we go. It's 5. It's 5. I clicked it twice.
So 11
Fine.
points total. It takes, we'll say it takes 6. Eldeth takes 5.
Eldeth takes 5. Okay.
Yep.
She's
You see
still up.
just you see
She
a
is.
swarm of hornets just stinging the shit out of this thing. Bonking means nothing. It's just a poof of hornets around Eldeth and wherever this monster is. Yep, that's what he's doing. Bonus action, he's going to cast Healing Word on Eldeth.
Okay.
Can he see her?
Can I see her?
You know, I want to say from where you're standing, and since no one's tried to free her yet, no.
Fuck! Bonus action, nothing. Good game. Yep, end of turn.
Right, Sarah's like, I'm hurt. Sarith. Sorry, Vex, but I'm gonna say Sarith is gonna raise up his crossbow and say, I'm not shooting anything again. She threatened to kill me.
Bad route.
Eldeth is going to
That's it,
try to escape Sarah,
oh.
so if you want to roll an athletics check
Okay.
for her.
Would that just be strength?
You can click on her token and do check and just roll athletics.
Click on her token and do check. Okay. All right.
She's out.
Nice.
Early dwarf.
Yeah.
S.
She does have multi-attack.
Okay.
No.
No?
Okay. That would be her action.
Okay.
Okay. And now Sarah can shoot it.
Yes, you can. The South will raise his crossbow and ching.
16 is a hit. Maybe it's just a little bit too high, gets a little bit too close to maybe hitting Sarah or Eldeth too, but it hits the cloaker.
It is still poisoned.
5 piercing, okay.
And another con save, please.
Alright. Con save result is an 11.
Again, it's still poisoned.
Still poisoned.
Does poison affect saves or just attacks?
Just attacks and ability checks.
Copy.
Okay.
That's all Sarath will do.
Sarah, you can go ahead and go.
Oh, no crossbow bolts from anybody else?
We'll let you take the honor from this one.
Okay. Okay, Sarah will strike.
19 hits. How do you kill it?
I call this move cutting a rug, and she'll pirouette on one foot and slam her blade through its tentacled eye flap
Nice.
thing.
Nice. All right.
Cutting a rug.
All right, Sarah. Your blade bisects its skull straight down the center. It drops and flaps into the water, this black inky blood seeping into the spring of welcome. And as its blood flows out of it, you all hear a gurgling, strange voice say from the eastern tunnel. Says, an old, ancient sounding voice, Shushar. You see Shushar turn towards the opening and throws out his arms and yells, Ploop Ploop Pleen! And rushes in, and this time, Shushar is actually greeted as a friend. As the
Oh.
two Kuo-Toa embrace, he looks over Shushar's shoulder, says, "Who have you brought with you?" And we're going to go ahead and call it a session there, everyone.
Awesome.